Baruch Daf Yud Gimel in Masechah Shkalim. Talmud Tanin. It says the Mishnah in Masechah Shabbos. Hamoitzi yain kedei mezikas hakois. If the Eva Shal Rab Yoshi. If Eva asked Rab Yoshi a question, Kama she'ir shel koises. It says here kois. What means mezikas hakois? What is the shear of this kois? So that's the Gemara answers. Amalei nil b'tzasam you can learn out from something that says openly. Then you pesach shir kois yiroiva midas italki. Hayudio lehem kshemoitzi roiva mizeh is kedei mezige chayiv. So it's a roiva revius because that's the shear of wine you need kedei mezige in order to make him a ziga. You need to have a quarter of the amount. That's what the Gemara says. You 3 parts of water and 1 part of wine. So somebody who takes out on Shabbos a quarter of a revius, that's the shear of Kedei Mezig. Tamataninan, it says Masechta Shabbos, Amafanim Arba v'chamish kupas, you're allowed to make room 4 or 5 baskets of straw, make room for people to sit there. If the Ira Shalav Yosh Tama who Shiura Shel Kupa, and it's also known for the Taninan, it says Taninan Taman, it says there, the Gimel Kupas, it says in our Mishnah Shekalim shall Gimel son. So it means each Kupa has 3 sons. Here's by Rabbi Mishra B'Yechanan, Rabbi Yehudi. Yank Neigmiya, Rabbi Yida Oime, Kedei Mezig Sakos. So it's our Mishnah, it's Machlekes Masechta Shabbos. The Mishnah Masechta Shabbos goes like Rabbi Yehuda. The Mishnah of Masechta Shabbos, Rabbi Yehuda, he means Mishnah Masechta Shabbos goes according to Rabbi Yehuda, because he is the one that holds. I'm writing Mishnah of Shabbos. Oh, not get in the wrong place here. He, what means he? He means Masnis in the Shabbos. Now, the Gemara is asking another question. Mozik Bekam. This is not so clear. It's the Schar is the Geshar is here, so that's why I wrote these 2 things because I'm not sure the Pshat is true. Its question goes, what is the shear if you might see Yain Mozik? That's the question. So we know Yain Chai is very revious because that's enough Kedei Limzik. How about if you see Yain Mozik? So that should mean 3/4 of a revius. That's the water needed to be mozik a kois. As we said before, 1/4 of a revius is the wine yain chai, and 3/4 of that of a revius is the water. So it's not clear 100% what's going on here. It could be the pshat is just like we see that water you need 3/4 of a revius, the same yain mozuk should be at least not more than the amount of water needed. So 3/4 of a revius should be enough water to be chayiv. Mozuk bekame mozuk kedei mezigas sakos. But it's very much probable that there's some tos here because tos atfus or something because it doesn't. The words don't really. It's sasam. It's sasam arubim and amfayrish. I must say on this piece. So I don't know pshat here, and alavai maybe next time be able to understand pshat. Kamush ir shlokoisish. Oven Omar, the tartan irvia. It's a certain measurement. Ma'is toisim akrach echot. If you're allowed to drink all the 4 koises in one shot, madam mabich behal im sham v'sekneses yotzo. Because if you're in shul Pesach halal, so you don't make the kois and halal. So what do? You must drink 2 koises in one shot. because one of the cases is going to be masahal, and if you don't do that, so after Birchas Hamazon, you're done already. So Elamai, you must drink two cases in a shot. So we see a yoitza if you drink in one shot. Ma'ir toisem befusakin. So you cannot drink it. You have to drink in one shot the whole revius. So it's not a way of shikras if you stop in the middle of drinking. Marat says shvius. This is an interesting shaila. What is exactly the shaila? Why not? That's the question. What's wrong with yan shel shvius? So I wrote here an interesting pshat. Not sure this is the true pshat. Shema oser loitzi machol shvius lamitzvah. It's not sure that's the pshat, but at least we understand the words of the Shalmi. This is the question. If you yotze yain shel shvius, Tana be'isha yotze me yain shel shvius. Mar tzais bekaduten with sweet wine. Tana bakbar kaduten mit yain. Dama mar tzais mezugen. If you yotze not with yain chai, maybe the whole Indian is to dafke drink yain chai. We see here that the ikar chiyuv is it should be with a revius of. And with avada, wine is possible to be moizik. It's people do it sometimes, but that's not the norm. It's not the so when you say Shabbos kedei meziga sakois, it's a chiddush. It's important to understand that. Amoitzi yain kedei meziga sakois. It's a chiddush that's enough wine. The Gabbai Tzor Shabbos, even though it's not a full revius, a quarter of a revius is enough. Okay, let's continue this one here. So this is the Gemara says the Yoitz. Why? Abakosh Amru Yesman Mecham Bezugen Hashem Tam Marian. Any taste of wine is good. Mitzvah says behind Adam Shtami Ter Yain. Adam, you see the regular wine is supposed to be red. Tana Mevishal Kadetab. If it's so Shabbos. Yain Mevishal, if it's enough to be Metabel the Gdeira, it's Chayiv. Okay, this is just a side thing. It belongs really before. And by talking of discussing the Niyah from Hitzah. Ma'al says v'yayim avush. It's a Pesach with cooked wine. So cooked wine means here grape juice because they used to cook it before it became alcohol. That's why he's matam vishal because it was a tzar for him to drink alcohol. His head was spinning. Chazak reishi. Chazak means chaga reishi. He had to have around his head something to take away his headache. Wow, that's how long his head is hurting because of the wine. The Gemara says, he saw his face is all shining from the wine. Saba, your old man, we drink a lot of wine, because these people are very rich, so they're always happy. No, not none of these three. I'm learning a lot. Torah. He saw the Talmidim of Yechon saw Rabbo's face shining. He said, "Oh, he probably found a treasure." Why do you think so? And his face are shining. What did you hear? I learned that some new tesefta. Read on him the pasuk Chachmas Adam for Torah makes him shine. Look at the Raisa, the look of the Torah, the shear of look. It's a revius of that is the shear of how much you have to drink a kois of Pesach. Revius of look. What's the look? Look, the rice tumnus atik to the rice. It's a certain old keli. It's called tumnus that used to use it to put murius, fish sauce. This is the point. I knew it. I recognized it. Base of Yana haven't made the vash. They used to use it for honey. They used to measure honey with it. Tanach atzish minutes to Yana say Shon. Amr of Yochanan hado. They don't have this. This that he says old. It's not so old. V'lam Amar tikta. So why does the Chanina say the old one? It's still in our days. We still have it. And for the Gemara begin the harvest b'yoyim. The fish kvar hoye ba'olam be'is shenoya de. He calls it old because it was already existing when he was born. So that's why he calls it old, because I mean to say it's not. It doesn't mean it's old that it doesn't exist anymore. It means it was around when I was born already. And that's how I learned shot in this Gemara. Begin the havas beyoyim. It was already around in the days when he was born. Not sure, but it's also a little archaic, the language here. So begin the havas beyoyim. Is the Amr, some say Havas Ze'era, Varabas Ze'eris, Ze'eris come on the Havas. It was small and became big and again small, but not like the same like it was originally. That's why it says Atikta, because it's the old version, not the one that today is a little bit bigger than the original version. Okay. Tamish Yushal Kois, Yosef B'Shem Rabbi Yehuda Pazi, Yosef Ben B'Shem Shmuel, Etzba'ayim, Arum Ez B'Mechzer Shlish Etzba. That's the Shia of Arvitz. Ton. Yovish Kazayas. It's a Shia of Yain Yovish is a Kazayas. The Reb Nosim. One of the Kism Shem Yasab Ben Shem Yechon, as the Nosim Shem, what if Shem Oime Bervias? Can Reb Nosim Oime Bervias, Yikash Yeba Kazayas. He holds that the Shia of a Tzos Yain is a full Revias. And that's why you need a Kazayas Yovish, because the shear of a Revius Yain, if you shrink it, if you get it dry, it turns into Kazayas. So the shear of a Kazayas is parallel to the shear of a Revius. That's how big it is when it blows up, when it melts. So Rabbi Nosson holds like a Pshimit, you need a big shear. You need a shear of a Revius. It died one of his mules. They said the dam is not matamish timus nevelis. The other Shaul Simon atkama, but I give it didn't answer him. Shaul Simon asked for Bill, "Wamle other Rias tired." Simon can't tell me. He asked for Bill, and he said, and Bosh leblazer the lechazel leb Simon shemus. He didn't repeat him. Why didn't he tell me over that halacha that more than a Rias? It's Tommy. Bibi have a Yosef Masna Dein Hilda. He said the story. When Yitzchak Kahana had a Rias to Yosef Mikan Tommy. He was wondering. He bought Bay. He gave him a kick. Amle Vjikim gin the Sholach at bought Bay. Vjikim said, "Why are you so angry at him?" Amalei hodele habas dati alai kedemar Chanan the Yachach at Lum Chavneged the Lekech from Shon Chatra Yom the Lekech from Sitki. Samich Yachaz the Lekech from Apalte. I'm not so much Apalte. That's why I wasn't in a good mood. That's why I kicked him. But this is the din here that he's saying that Yosem Revius is Tom. It's only Tor ad Revius. Yosem Revius is Tom. Ma'ike doin. Ma hoise kishes. Ahead Yeshua ben Beseir Adam Revius Tor. I'm a filaharbe. He says no. My Tor Tom la hachsher. All the time is my time. Bibi is right. It's not a kasha. Yitzchak Kahana as the kasha was wondering. It's not a good kasha because we see the Torah doesn't mean infinitely unlimited. It just means till revius. More than Revius is Tama. We'll stay here. It's the end of 15 minutes.